Good morning, everyone, or probably good afternoon by the time you watch this. This is me coming to you virtually from my kitchen. This little buddy down here, there he is, decided to spike a nice, really high fever in the middle of the night, so he is banned from daycare today. So we're doing this virtually, and I appreciate your flexibility. Still, all be the same content, and for the most part, the same activities. I always get sad when we don't meet in person because it takes away from discussion and any clarification that anyone needs. So I just wanted to record this quick intro video just to check in on the last couple weeks of the semester, some of the upcoming projects and presentations that are coming. Hi. And just some other housekeeping items. So starting next week, Thursday, there will be the final papers and presentations. The final presentations on the final papers. My brain is not working, as you can tell. So those who signed up for next Thursday to present their case study from conception all the way to very late adulthood, they will upload them to the shared folder that I just shared with you for people to watch as the class for next Thursday. So you will have received, this is just some kind of instructions on how to access it. So you just should have received a request to access a shared folder titled Final Presentations for Winter 2022. And in there, you'll see there is a folder for all 6 individuals who signed up to do their presentation on Thursday. And so we'll just use Amanda because she's the first one here. Amanda will upload a link to be able to watch her presentation, 10 to 15 minutes in length. So everybody, we'll be in here before the beginning of class. Everybody can watch it next Thursday, and then you will be responsible for providing feedback for Amanda to verify that you watched it, and just good feedback for everybody in general. So you'll answer the 3 questions that is on the Google Doc, and you can answer directly on here. Just go behind your name and give the feedback. So for this one, identifying 3 strengths of the presentation, identifying 2 questions you would ask the presenter about the case, and if you were a social worker for this client, what 2 interventions would you suggest? So that is your responsibility. Obviously, if it is your own presentation, you do not need to provide feedback. So you can see Amanda's name is not on the list because she does not need to give feedback for her presentation. But you are responsible for watching either all 5 if you're presenting or all 6 if you're not the one presenting. If that does not make sense, feel free to shoot me an email, but that is how we are doing the virtual ones. So for the remainder of you, if you do not see your name in this folder, that means you either signed up for the following Tuesday in person or you did not sign up at all, because there are some people who did not sign up, and by default you are being assigned to the in-person one because that's the only one that has spots left. So again, if there's any questions, please let me know. Specifics on what needs to be included in the presentation are in the syllabus in Sakai, so if you have questions about that, refer to the syllabus first. But if there's any questions about accessing and uploading, please feel free to let me know. We'll also go over this briefly in class next Tuesday, since that still be a class period prior to the online presentation day, but I just wanted to give everybody a heads up, especially for those who are responsible for recording and uploading. You now know where you have to upload it to. All right. Thursday's online class, just needed to give a little heads up for this. The class, there's no long lecture posted on Sakai like I typically do. The activity is to watch a film, I guess part of a documentary that you can access on Films on Demand, which is part of our library's online database. It's about a 50-minute presentation, a 50-minute video, so make sure you're giving yourself enough time. And then there's reflection questions that you're responsible for answering and then uploading to Sakai. The reason I wanted to make sure that's on your radar is so for those who decide to maybe wait till the last minute, because none of you do that, but just in case you decide to, you will need to not wait as long as you might want to, because you want to give yourself enough time to log on, view the video. I mean, it's 50 minutes, so almost an hour, and then have time to answer the reflection questions. So again, like always, it's due at 10 p.m. on the day of the class, but just know I'm giving you a heads up, so there is no excuses for not knowing that it was a long video. Also, sorry if there was like a weird glitch right there. I had to rewind and re-record what I just did because I accidentally pulled up a screen that showed everyone's grades, so I had to figure out how to reverse that and record over it. So we're all good. Okay, what I want to tell you is how to access Films on Demand, since it's part of Kuiper's library. Not everyone might be familiar with how to navigate Kuiper's library. So if you go to our Sakai page for week 5, that is our class, there is a video right here, there it is, on how to appropriately and accurately navigate to where the video is at. I did record it last year, so you can ignore some of it, and that's kind of in the narrative on there too. So I'm kind of referring to a couple things that was specific to last year, but just focus on how to access. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me or the librarian, but again, don't wait till the last minute, just because it does have some weird steps that you have to follow in order to get into the video, and you want to give yourself enough time that you're not rushing on that. So that is Thursday's class. Yeah, that'll save you a little bit of trying to read or listen to my lovely recorded lectures. It's just a different change of pace for the final class. Also, in light of just life being crazy, and I want to give you guys some mental space to be able to focus on finalizing and finishing up your case studies. The chapter review 10, I am canceling. We do not need to do that anymore. Don't worry about that. I took it off of the Sakai page, just to give you some freed up space to just focus on your case studies. So do not complete once you finish chapter 9, which was due on Thursday. Will be due on Thursday. No more chapter 10. Questions about that? Also, shoot me an email. All right, the final housekeeping thing I do want to go over is everybody, or the majority of you, should have received an email way back before Christmas break, and then a reminder email last week regarding program applications for the social work program. So if you are a student who is a sophomore and are working on the social work track and intended that this is your major, you have to apply to officially be accepted into the social work program between your sophomore and junior year. And so I sent multiple emails now about the process and how to go about the next steps, which is filling out the application and signing up for an interview with myself and Professor Colin. It is very important that you do this. Otherwise, you cannot register for the junior level classes that you need for next year. There is more than I like that have not signed up or followed through on this. And this is not necessarily a good start to the program. You want to be able to follow through. The deadline to do this was actually last year, at the end of 2021. We wanted these in. We've had a sign-up sheet now for the sign-ups, and we had nobody sign up for the 6 slots that we set aside today, which in hindsight is a blessing in disguise since I wasn't able to be there physically today. But now there's only limited spots left to sign up, and you're going to have to make those work into your time frame. So please take those emails serious. Again, it's developing that professional self. So please fill out those applications as soon as possible. Please reference your emails that I've sent on how to access them. They are on Sakai on the student portal, but the links are directly in those emails. But those need to be completed ASAP. If you have questions about that, please feel free to shoot me an email as well. All right, that concludes any announcements and check-ins. If you have, again, I feel like I'm saying this all the time, questions, feel free to email or text me, and I will get back to you on any clarification you might need. I'm going to end this video and then transition into kind of a lecture video for the content today, and then there is a video activity at the